Oh valle abbondante, oh valle abbondante, oh, dai un soldo a dove c'è per proteggere tutti. Immagini del mondo, fatti il male tu, lo caccerai via, sei sempre più giù. Gli elfi scappano via, in preda alla follia, lì sulle montagne, lontano da noi. E come un lupo, sai, non si arrende mai, è un grande guerriero, se credi vedrai, questa è la sua storia, un lupo è la sua gloria, il male è sconfitto, che grande vittoria, dona un soldo al tuo witcher, oh valle abbondante, oh valle abbondante, oh, oh. Mi piace quella canzone. Ok, eccoci qui. Dobbiamo rubarci la nave prigione dal porto. Io non ho idea di come fare. Tutte le altre missioni secondarie sono state perse.
No?
Thank you.
Sì, poi se tu ti castregueranno.
Li
How
ignoro.
many more will turn up?
Non ci interessa quanti altri ne verranno. Stiamo fuggendo vigliaccamente, Geralt. Anche perché stiamo per fare una cosa non tanto semplice. Gli elfi scappano via, in preda alla follia, lì sulle montagne, lontano da noi. Questa è la sua storia, un lupo è la sua gloria, il male è sconfitto, che grande vittoria. Io non trovo la porta, oh valle abbondante, oh valle abbondante, oh oh. Ma la porta non ci serve, do cavolo vado. Salve. Ok. Sì.
I'm here.
At last.
The trading post is in turmoil. You sure this is a good
Niente,
idea?
le voci sono
We'll not
rimaste
enter the
sdoppiate.
town. We'll divide the unit. Take my best scout and attack from the harbor. I'll sail downriver with the
Okay.
others. Most of the guards should be at the trading post.
So we're benefiting from the massacre?
Not the way I'd put it, but yes.
Right. The harbor could still be dangerous.
What did you expect, a tea party?
It's not that. We should trick them, as we did Letho.
We can't expect any support in the harbor.
But most of the guards are at the trading post. There's only a handful to deal with on the barge.
Fine. They'll be dead before they can reach for their swords.
Ma evitare?
Signal the others.
None
No,
will get
non
away
posso
this
evitare
time.
ammazzare.
All right, let's do it your way. Scoiatel, Evelian! Rafaiell!
Rafaiell!
Follow me!
Come sono convinti. Lo devo scortare. Dai, dai.
This is the place.
We have to get past the gate.
Piece of lembas.
What?
Nothing, Dwan. Lead.
Facile come mangiare, bla bla bla. Sta camminando da solo. Ok. Salve.
Halt! Who goes there?
Sta ceppa.
The Witcher. I've captured an elf.
Some catch. That's Yorvith. Laredo'll piss himself.
Perché l'audio è diventato
He ordered me to
doppio?
take him to the barge.
Ha! We're about to sink that heap.
Right here?
What? And foul the water? No. We'll drown them down river.
Perfetto.
Let's go.
Perfetto. Ci muovono pure la barca loro.
Yorvith's been caught. Close the gates tight. I don't want a flea slipping through.
Want to hear something funny, Brendan? I made life for these Dwan a living, yet I've never been here.
The Witcher's a hero!
Now that you see the hell you helped to create, what do you make of it?
They see me for the first time as well, yet I sense not a hint of remorse.
Should there be any?
Get an oath.
I suppose not.
They've got the elf
They wish to
leader.
watch me die, and I wish to watch them die.
Kill the
It's the
elf!
way of things in this world.
Ok, è abbastanza pragmatico.
A concept devised by philosophers in Oxenfurt who have never set foot in Flotsam.
Oi, where are you taking that elf?
Il live non è
Rita
doppio,
ordered me
allora
to put
posso
him on
avere
the
un
prison
rientro in
barge.
cuffia. Aspetta.
Me, you're with himself. The son of a bitch shot me brother. Mind if I settle the score a little?
Neppure... Aia. Pure il microfono non è alto, non si sente da altri punti. Vediamo un po' qua. Magari il problema è qui. Che poi me lo fa solo sto gioco, eh? No, quel link game è giusto. Boh. Che poi lo fa solo con la voce. Lo fa solo esclusivamente con la voce. Perché il sottofondo e tutto non...
Stand aside. There's no time for that.
Why not?
I have orders to take him to the barge.
What are you then? An
Adesso
elf
non è più
lover?
doppio.
Laredo said I'm to pass, undisturbed.
Whatever. Forget it.
Finora Lazzi non ha mai... Non ha mai fallito, eh. Ogni volta che faccio il segno, che poi
See
so
that little Dwan whore?
tipo le corna e non mi ricordo che altro segno.
Strangely relaxing.
A simple thank you would do.
Oh, my manners. Consider yourself my hero.
Va bene.
And where might you be going?
I'm taking Yorvith to the barge. Laredo's orders.
Oh, all right then.
Vabbè, mi ha caricato tipo malissimo. Dove stai andando con un prigioniero? Secondo te? Che poi è l'unico che si è fatto problemi, eh. Tutti gli altri... Mamma mia quanto siete brutti. Ma stanno tutti male? Tutti con gli occhi rossi.
I'll take those on the left. You go right.
è legato davvero. Dai! Potevamo partire prima, però. Ok. Ho lanciato una granata senza volerlo. Però ho fatto... Cioè, dai, è uscita bene per essere stata fatta senza volerlo, su. Dai, è uscita bene senza volerlo. Potevo uscirmi peggio. Qui lo sta attaccando l'aria. Bye.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers, mutant. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive.
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
Io un po' meno. E adesso io
But I'm not
scendo.
prepared to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
Adesso Loreto morirà. Nessuno può minacciare le troie impunemente. Se posso dire sta frase, c'ha senso. Toglietevi.
Commandant Lorido's gone mad.
I'll beat the shit out of you!
The Witcher's in the right.
Posso entrare ora? Non mi fa entrare. E niente, vi ammazzo tutti. Dov'è l'entrata? Mo mi dice apri, prima no. Mo sì. Porca trota. Vabbè, ce la posso fare. Ah, mo devo... Vabbè. Permesso. Regà, potreste buttarvi...
He's escaped.
Gwynblade! Laredo's calling for reinforcements! We must sail!
E
Tower's on
salpa.
fire. We have to jump.
Unbind us.
No, che scendi? No, non scendere! Dai, zio! Soffia fuoco, vai. Lo so. Libera. Che poi non sono legate manco per finta, no? No, le devo liberare tutte e tre. Tutte e tre le devo liberare. Sono morta. Porca trota. Rifamola. Mo ti immagini che fine della partita la devo ricominciare da capo. Ah, da qui.
Don't be gullible, Elf.
Mi si è incastrato un dito. Ce la posso fare. Saltiamo. L'abbiamo già visto.
No!
Questo pezzo me l'avevo perso.
Save the elven women!
Commandant Lorido's gone mad.
Burning them alive.
La gente si sta schierando dalla mia. Dai, zio. E dai! Sta porta maledetta. Che poi urlano come se stessero già bruciando, quando teoricamente gli arriva solo il calore. Invece di gridare, usate la bocca per tagliare le corde.
Where's Laredo?
He's escaped.
Gwynblade! Laredo's calling for reinforcements! We must sail!
The tower's on fire. We have to jump.
Unbind us.
Lo sto facendo, non rompermi le balls. Sì, però intanto saltate. Guarda come stanno tranquille. La torre è in fiamme, ma loro... un self control. E cala. Giù. Yeah.
Laredo escaped.
He'll not live long. If the local folk don't hunt him down, someone else will. It's meaningless. You rescued our women. We are indebted.
Help me find the Kingslayer and Triss. We'll be even.
In that case, Tavergan, prepare to set sail!
Did Vernon Roach sail out of here all right?
He's fine, if that's what you ask. We met and chatted. Imagine that. I wanted him to know that he was only leaving because I let him do so.
Un flashback. Geralt era mio amico! Mio amico! Come hai potuto portarmelo via? Ah, sì? Vabbè, una sega!
The Temerian Special Forces, created by Foltest to combat the scoiatel after the First War with Nilfgaard. Veterans, professionals, the best of the best. This is the end, Roach. See these emblems? Temerian lilies, that's all I lacked. I've defeated the commanders of all the special forces in the north. Now I shall unite the scoiatel.
Finish what you started.
I shan't kill you, Roach. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds. Live on and remember who defeated you. Remember he can do so again. Rafaiell, Vernon Roach.
You're making a mistake, Jorveth.
Appunto.
I will find you.
Unfurl the mainsail!
Pensavo più a un litigio da Geralt era mio amico. Tu me l'hai portato via.
We made it.
This is just the beginning. But you chose the right side, and I'm pleased.
Wish I could be so sure.
Mamma mia, io è una cosa che non mi piace più di tanto quando devo rigiocarmi in gioco per vedere come sarebbe andata se sceglievo l'altra.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Marigold.
Ok.
It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act.
Ha ferrato Geralt, senti come si gasa il cantore.
It was there that free folk from all around had assembled beneath Vergen's banners to resist the Kedweni invader. I should mention the exceptional individuals who made up my fellowship for this important quest. I usually get nervous around scoiatel. I see them as scoundrels and murderers and find their presence.
Sì, è una bella cosa da dire in una nave piena di scoiatel.
I was glad to have the help of Jorveth and his
Dandelion.
bunch, who could prove highly helpful.
Bravissimo.
Helpful. That's not nice. Highly useful then.
Chi è? Vabbè, i gatti di mia madre che si sono arrampicati. Forse dovrei fare le live la mattina.
Burnt to ashes in minutes.
I remember the stillness when the news reached Vengerberg. The palace, the streets, the houses, the entire capital cloaked in silence.
The cries were
Ma
here,
chi sono?
every last man. I was somewhere beyond that hill, in the middle of the massacre.
What is your intention, Saskia?
I intend to stop Eden from being sold.
We cannot afford a war with Henselt. We must parley.
Leave issues of war to me, Prince. Concentrate on King Henselt. Yarpen Zigrin claims he's short-tempered. Provoke him to strike, and we'll negotiate once the battle's won.
I still cannot fathom why the nobles betrayed us.
Spit on the nobles, Prince. They've meant nothing since the day my peasant force scattered them on the Diffney.
By the good deity Creve, my lord. The girl is a demon incarnate.
Firstly, the girl has a name. Secondly, she's the best commander I have. All others have betrayed me.
But she's a monster. Creve spoke to me in a dream. I saw a snake-like she-demon devour your heritage.
Silence, Olcan. We near the meeting place.
Who's the one in the plate armor?
È l'unica che mi è rimasta fedele, ma è un mostro. Quindi mi stai dicendo che è sbagliato rimanermi fedele? La logica questo un pone, Cioè, immagino che se fosse stato uno stregone invece che una strega, tutti sti pipponi non l'avreste fatti.
We shall sign everything, Your Majesty. As you.
We have guests. Welcome, Stennis, son of Demavend. I invite you to join us.
Greetings, Henselt. You seem at home in Edern. You are here, yet I do not recall inviting you.
Felot did so in your stead. I'm here at his behest. I've broken no truces or treaties yet.
Oh, is that so? Mr. Brogan, please escort Count Felot to a secluded spot and remove his troublesome head.
Don't you dare, boy. You're no king. Your father.
My father is dead. The folk still mourn him while you betray his good name and his country.
Your Majesty, I must request your protection. This young man has lost his mind.
Take him away.
Your Majesty, what of our agreement?
I need you no longer, Felot, now Stennis is here.
Ciao.
Anyone else wish to object? Wonderful. To the matter at hand, then.
Well said.
Wonderful.
I will show you my hand. I've over 200 armed men encamped nearby, enough to hold the fort for several hours. Another 5,000 battle-hungry lads await on the other bank. What say you to that?
There'll be 5,000 dead lads should you move against Vergen.
Take time to consider, boy. These are Borka marches, a mere piece of land. Relinquish it to me and you'll keep your crown. Oppose me and I shall crush you without mercy. Give me Lomark and return to Vengerberg.
Do you know why there are no marquises in Edern? We've no marches to speak of, let alone to share. This is Upper Edern, my fatherland, my subjects.
A wolf pup should think twice before growling like a bear.
I'll not be intimidated, Henselt.
Perhaps. Is it possible you merely play the courageous cockerel, yet deep inside fear eats at your heart? Is one push enough to send you over the edge, or must I push twice?
Try me.
I'm tired of this discussion. I have the upper hand and no amount of scintillating talk will change that. We both know I'll not leave empty-handed. What do you propose?
Withdraw your forces across the Pontar, and for all time relinquish any claims to Upper Edern.
Whoa, hold there! I don't believe you understood my query. What will I get out of it?
Non avrete i vostri soldati massacrati?
You think this is a game? You just talked yourself into a war, you little shit.
Don't threaten me. We came here to speak.
Enough of your prattle! Draw your sword!
Saskia.
I'm ready. Care to dance, Your Majesty?
Per caso la conosco io quella? Oh re, vieni qua, vieni qua. Mamma mia, se te mangio vivo. Sei già morto, sei morto. Non mi sono manco dovuta impegnare. Ma che... Ho vinto io, scemo. Oh. Dai, non mi ha toccato una volta.
Freya and Militale.
Che è successo? Che mi sono persa? Mi sono persa un passaggio, aspetta. Perché attaccate il monaco? Io sto morendo e vabbè. Ok, ho riconosciuto il culo di Geralt.
Hey! By the milk of Mother Creed.
Ma che cosa?
Geralt of Rivia. And of the best company to boot.
Yarpen Zigrin.
Ok.
It's been years, you old prick. It's great to see you.
Geralt in evidente imbarazzo, raga.
Geralt, staring as if you've seen a ghost. Muster up a hug for an old friend.
Geralt's head's not exactly on straight.
Ha! Meaning you truly did in Foltest. Fine by me. Foltest was a ploughing niggard and a niggardly
Ma che
plougher.
no, non è quello, non mi ricordo che cacchio sei.
Geralt's lost his memory.
And I didn't kill Foltest.
Right. What's the difference? Someone did. Well, we've bigger problems now.
Ciao.
Where's Saskia?
Oh, aye. Lies this butcher here.
I've come with 100 archers, the best in the world. We're here to aid your cause.
Well, you'll need to wait. Saskia and Prince Penis, rather Skinnis, went off to parley with Henselt. Me and the boys are waiting in case something goes wrong.
È già andato storto. Le mie orecchie.
The sun's gone dark. Call the sorceress!
Io non vedo il sole oscurato.
Come, Geralt.
Andiamo, andiamo. Io non vedo un'eclissi. Ok, quel re è scappato. Ma che è? Ok. I morti. Gli zombie.
Saskia! Get Saskia! She must not die!
Basta che state lontani da quel principe. ancora. Cavaliere, non riesco a leggere. Qualcuno riesce a leggere che cavolo c'è scritto oltre a cavaliere? Via poco, va? Ma perché ho preso poco io? Ok, non ce ne sono altri. Ancora. Ciao. Che cos'era? Teoricamente dovremmo essere morti tutti, però va bene.
An owl!
Philippa, she'll show us the way.
Yorvith, I've got some explaining to do.
My errands, blood, wraiths.
Silver harms them. I'll cover you.
Mardeef, help me!
Shut up, Swan.
No, ok. Devo rimanere dentro al coso. Ok, ho capito. Possiamo anche andare un poco più veloci se vuoi, Bastarde! Dove sono le streghe? Eccola. Mamma mia. Andiamo avanti?
Too old for this.
Dai, civetta, andiamo. Più siamo veloci, prima finisce. Sto sbagliando qualcosa? Aspetta che penso prima alle streghe, Lascio andare Geralt per quello che vuole far lui. Ok. Mamma mia come si stanno accumulando dietro. Ma sono fantasmi. Che brava Mary, sì, sono fantasmi. E vabbè. E una, e due, e tre. Ogni tanto qualcuno gli sfugge.
The fog's thinning. Not far now.
La nebbia si sta diradando, parliamone. Che paura. Oh oh. Ciao.
I hate flying through fog. Saskia, are you all right?
It's just a flesh wound. You and the Witcher, we owe you our lives.
I'm here to protect you. And you, Witcher?
I'm after a Kingslayer who kidnapped Triss Marigold.
And brought her here?
Is this an interrogation?
There are warrants on your head in Temeria,
Okay.
Hedwyn, and Redania. And I'm responsible for Saskia's safety.
That's enough, Philippa. You told me yourself you thought him innocent.
Saskia,
Oh,
fog arrived.
grazie.
First the sun went out, then the squirrels arrived. Now this fog. It's too much for the common folk.
True. Summon all the commanders to the meeting hall. Yorveth, give me some time. I must prepare them for your arrival.
Nessun problema.
Philippa, you must be there too. I wish to hear what we can expect from this anomaly and how we might be rid of it. Worry not, Yarpin. The legendary White Wolf and the equally famous Philippa Eilhart should have a remedy for several hundred rabid wraiths.
Sicuro. Si chiama spada.
I want to see all commanders in the council chamber. Philippa, that includes you and the
Già l'hai
Witcher.
detto.
Cecil, the gates are to remain shut until we're done. You'll answer with your beard if they open for any reason.
Che c'entra la barba?
Welcome to Vergen, Witcher. I'm Cecil Burden, the alderman.
Geralt of Rivia.
We've got a spare room at the inn. It's not much, but at least you'll have a roof over your head and a solid
Perfetto.
bed neath your ass.
Thanks. I could use that.
Scalen, show Master Geralt to his quarters, and visit Reverend Alkin's chambers on your way back to inform everyone that he has departed.
That is, that he died a hero, slain by the invaders.
Exactly. You see, Master Witcher? He's young but clever.
È giovane.
He'll make a real dwarf out of
Pare
him.
più vecchio di te. Bra. Ti seguo, ti seguo. Ehi, vai veloce per avere le gambe lunghe quanto... Cioè, le sue gambe sono lunghe quanto il mio stinco. Figo. Fa strano trovarsi dall'altra parte per una volta. Dai, ero passato, bugiardo! Perché le inquadrature fanno così?
Look, another one.
You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm. Like ants.
What's going on?
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
Va bene, come se non avessi letto la frase, eh? Passa? A te sto a seguire. Perché guardi me? Non sei tu che segui me, zio? Qual è? La destra o la sinistra? La sinistra. Grazie.
This shall be your chamber, Witcher. They say Selkirk of Gullet himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else?
Nah. Allora, aspetta. Allora, la posso vendere, la posso vendere. $19,24, la voglio. Questa è più 8, la mia è più 10. Però c'ha una resistenza all'avvelenamento più alta, uguale per il sanguinamento. Carico macio. Però la mia mi dà più 30 di vitalità. Però mi aumenta il carico. Allora, facciamo così. Questa roba la deposito tutta. E se mi serve torno a prenderla. Allora, colvo. Questa me la tengo. Questa no. Gatto me la tengo. Ok. Visto che tanto queste non le uso mai, questa pure la posso togliere, questa pure. No, non la voglio vendere. Allora, fammi vedere il diario. Gli assassini del re. E sono finite. Ok. Andiamo a fare braccio di ferro, va.
Since when do noblemen fight peasants?
Sign of the times. Saskia treats the peasantry as our equals. And once you let a dog inside, it'll never sleep in the doghouse again. But that's not for me to judge. The point is, you can make good coin on fistfights. Care to give it a go?
Any rules to this?
Each contender puts down his stake, which rises the more fights he wins. If you want to fight, put down some coin. Up for the next fight, or are you just going to stand there and go?
No, no, partecipiamo.
A worthy contender, please.
For starters, you'll fight a novice. Stand and fight. In that case...
Don't be afraid of him!
Non lo faccio per soldi, lo faccio per lo sport. È vero, era così. Mamma mia. Che petto villoso.
Finally, an end to the flailing and sub. You're moving up the ranks, sir, just like your winnings. Ready for
Dai.
The better the opponent, the better the fight. The better the...
Dai, dai.
In that case...
Già a 25 stiamo?
Fight his balls.
Eravamo partiti a 5.
Don't be afraid of him!
Ho sbagliato. Aia! Piano, Geralt!
That was a sight for sore eyes. You're moving up the ranks, sir.
A worthy...
Excellent. This is... Hurry, before it's too late. In that case...
Don't be afraid of him!
Mo le prendo. Cazzo, se ho sbagliato. Ha sentito.
Slug it between the eyes.
Maronne mie.
Stop stroking him and wrap him up!
Bam! Bam! Mi dovrei forse...
Finally, an end. A wonderful show. Seems there's no one left to challenge the new champion.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Ooh.
It is I.
Funny seeing you here. You've always claimed such fights were a primitive diversion for commoners.
A true knight duels another in the exquisite company of ladies and real gentlemen.
Oh, I'll never forget the great achievements of Selkirk in the tournament.
Sì, ok.
On many occasions did my brother prove his greatness. Alas, the world's going to the dogs. Today a knight must challenge...
Bla 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 bla. Se vuoi batto o no?
And though his blood is no match for mine, his warring mastery is satisfactory. Perhaps when he drops to the ground at my feet, you'll realize I'm not merely Selkirk's brother. I'll be known as Silgrat, every witcher's worst nightmare. I challenge you, Witcher. The wager is 2 sacks of gold. Believe me, Silgrat doesn't challenge any old serf.
You want to prove you're your brother's equal? Show me what you're made of.
Stand and fight.
Don't be afraid of him.
Ce la devo fare mo, un attimo che...
Stop stroking.
Vabbè. Di nuovo. Vabbè. Questa sentita. Bam! È diventato wrestling improvvisamente.
You won. Finish me off.
I'm no murderer. Besides, it was only a fist fight.
I'd rather have died at your hands.
It was an honest fight, just like you wanted.
You fail to understand. My reputation is ruined, my honor gone.
I thrashed you and won a pile of coin. Not sure I care about your reputation.
We'll meet again. Silgrat forgets no insult.
Congratulations to the victors and thanks to the vanquished.
Dovevo perdere a priori.
Mastery Witcher, fighting you is an honor. Let's tend to the pool.
No, raga, scusate. Non ho capito, dovevo perdere.
Stop stroking him and wrap him up.
Greetings.
Attendi l'evolversi delle eventi. raga, non è cattiveria, ma ha fatto tutto da solo. Vado un attimo in bagno. Cioè... Non riesco a rimettermi il pigiama. Dicevo, se la canta e se la suona da solo. Ok. Allora, dobbiamo uscire da qui.
He travels the land, stealing monsters for coin.
Annunci.
Oh, a witcher.
Fammi vedere un po' dove devo andare. E io là come ci vado? Da qui?
There goes the piece, eh? Don't try anything.
No. Siamo di qua. Ok. Permesso.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield.
No.
For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
Perfetto.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Okay.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Of course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous.
Mi pare
In addition,
logico.
we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you.
Non mi pare
to lift
molto
the curse, we
convinto.
require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well...
How many?
We dwarves are near 200.
Okay.
But don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
Si può fa.
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Jorvith's elves. Scoiatel.
Ed eccoci qua con la nostra entrata trionfante. Dai che l'avevate già visto, che è?
I give you Jorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are.
I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
Hey!
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Jorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoiatel know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations.
Fa una brutta fine
First,
questa.
however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Jorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadwenny for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Jorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say
È bastato un discorso per cambiare idea.
You killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
Ok. Fai bere a qualcun altro, zia, tu fai una brutta fine. E muore tra 3, 2, 1.
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking, I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use letho right now.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The immortelle will help restore them.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run
Era una citazione?
of a volcano.
All right, all right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic. Sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
Certo che sì.
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll... Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poison.
Bravissimo. Oh, dove a Geralt c'è danno, eh?
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Io stavo cercando Zoltan. Cioè, io volevo fare questa missione. Braccio di ferro. Volevo fare questa. E ho 4 talenti addirittura da assegnare. Allora. Okay.
So, hello. I think I've heard of you. Hey ho, hey ho. Hey, what's with everyone being so nice today? Hey ho.
Okay.
Well, I'll be plowed by a ferret.
Yeah. Witcher Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, you're a witcher like any other. Those swords, things of beauty.
Nothing special about them.
Ah, you're mistaken. Few know how to make a silver blade today. Fish eat me if I'm lying. And engraving runes is not exactly farting down a rain spout.
Va bene.
A closer look at your swords. Care to browse through my wares?
I'd like to play dice.
No, go.
Ok.
I wouldn't.
Oh knows. Ma ne vale la pena? Ecco già forse questa. Tessuto robusto, cuoio borchiato, spago. Allora, aspettate, che mo segno. Prendo carta e penna e mi segno tutto. Allora, dicevamo. Porca trota, che paura, che ho fatto cascare i sordi, te pare? Allora, facciamo i pantaloni. Perché le penne non mi scrivono mai? Pantaloni, cuoio borchiato. Mi servono 5 di spago, 2 di cuoio borchiato e 2 di tessuto robusto. Poi invece per farmi l'armatura buona mi servono 2 tessuti robusti. No, non è vero. 14, te pare? Poi 6 cuoio borchiato, 1 sperando di non averlo venduto, pelle Kairan e 8 di spago, quindi e poi vediamo se aspetta 12 18 mo vediamo se 12 19 per ora è più buona la mia. Fermo, vieni qua, vieni qua. No, questa la posso vendere. Questa la vendo. Questa la vendo. Questa la vendo. Questa la vendo. Ok, questo è quello che c'è. Oh, trappola per arpie, la voglio. Ok, Vediamo un po' se... Mi sa di no. Mi sa di no. Mi sa che se l'ho venduta mi sono... giocata... Salve.
You play dice?
Aye. Us two and the smith's apprentice.
And that's it?
In Vergen, there's also the headman,
Okay.
Cecil Burden, and the innkeeper. But they won't play in...
Show me what you can do.
Me first.
Ok. Oh, non mi ricordo mai come si lanciano sti dadi. Mo l'ha fatto, va bene. Allora, fammi vedere. C'ho 2, 6. Ok, e 1.
Give me a chance to win it back.
E 1. Vieni qui, caro. Forse ho capito come si lanciano, eh. No, bugia. Regà, giuro che... E mo li ha lanciati. Come? Allora, che mi è uscito? È uscito solo un 6. Ho 3, 6. Allora 5, 10, 15, 22. Io ho fatto 6 e 6, 12 e 6, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Non ho capito.
You lost.
Sì, sì, fammela rigiocare. Mo l'ha lanciata subito. Diciamo che fa un po' come gli pare. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, questo è 6. Ma ha funzionato. E allora dillo. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 20, 30. Io invece ho fatto 34. Ok, quindi non contano doppi, non contano niente, conta soltanto quanti numeri fai. Perfetto. Sto a perdere un po' dei soldi, ma mo vediamo di... Niente, ha dovuto rilanciare per forza. Mo ha lanciato da solo! Allora. Cinque, 5, 10 più 1, 6. Dai! Però ho vinto, va bene.
I'd like a rematch.
L'importante è che ho vinto, poi...
Truly interesting. I wouldn't mind it.
I'd like to...
No, go.
Ok, dopo che ho battuto Lost, va bene. No, io mi avvicino ai luoghi, partono i video. Ma che ok. Pensavo peggio.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
Allora.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the wild hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True. The phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
Ok. Niente.
Have you heard about a witcher's school? Apparently the viper's their sign.
No. Why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Ok.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting rebellion in Edirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Non ci ho capito niente, mi sono persa. È con o contro?
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky.
Ok.
This could be a lead.
Sai, non cadono tutti i giorni le donne.
I never heard of flying women before.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard.
I'm not used to associating with drunkards.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you... You wanted...
You said we'd need a magical object to cure assassin.
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a...
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a... I dare say Alderman Burden.
Ok.
You want...
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into draugrs.
Is that the witch's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise.
Okay.
The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't...
Right.
Okay.
Finding two will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and...
I'd prefer courage and...
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edern, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Okay.
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevizig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all.
The
curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega?
Exactly.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
Sai.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right
Rivivere
moment.
le battaglie?
I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
I'll look for those artifacts.
So strani in inglese.
I'm good for now. I'll let...
Ok, vediamo un po' cosa gli possiamo rubare. Carino un cesso così. Portata di mano. Ho trovato un po' d'oro, buono. Permesso. Sono Geralt, il ladro gentiluomo. Ciao cara.
Just out of curiosity, how much does a magic course cost these days?
I'm certain you can't afford it, Witcher. Besides, you're too old.
No matter.
C'ha un trucco migliore del mio.
As it is.
You mean Witcher's signs? Philippa can conjure up the illusion of a garden full of flowers, fruit trees, and young elves of both sexes copulating merrily all the day. And the illusion is complete. The flowers have an aroma. The fruit and she-elves are juicy.
Invite me over the next time she conjures up this garden. I'd gladly see it. Professional curiosity.
Naturally. But I doubt Philippa's in the mood for complicated illusions. She focuses all her efforts on Saskia.
Who are you?
I'm Cynthia, a mage in training. Philippa is my mentor.
My condolences.
No need for that. True, she's a demanding mistress, but she can also be charming. Besides, she's the best there is, Witcher. She has no equals. Excepting perhaps the old elf.
Quando hai finito di elogiarla.
You should see her cast spells. Light and graceful she is. Not like that old tart de Tanzaville.
Vabbè!
You know Sheila?
I've seen her cast spells. I've seen all the great sorceresses at work. Sheila's quite manly in her style. Precise, logical, exceptionally composed. But she lacks grace and suppleness.
Is that your opinion? Or are you just repeating what Philippa says?
We agree in our assessment. Tris Marigold, on the other hand, is talented. But she lacks determination, courage, and a certain cold willfulness that seems necessary.
That's interesting.
Kira Metz and Margarita Low-Antiel are both blasé, seemingly resigned. One's a hedonist and nymphomaniac. The other cares only about her school. They lost enthusiasm for magic long ago. Then there's Francesca Finderbear.
Cioè io chiedendogli chi cazzo sei ho avuto il resoconto di tutti i maghi potenti del regno. Bene.
I take it Philippa has none of these flaws, but she must have some weakness.
Ambition. Infinite, boundless, and burning like the Korath Desert.
Ebbene, ora che mi hai aggiornato su tutto, letteralmente tutto, anche cose non richieste, posso tornare alla faccia delle chiacchiere di corte. È beautiful.
Clad in hues of green, amid shrubs you
Il rumore che sento di sottofondo pare tipo gli aerei quando passano troppo vicini alle abitazioni. E oh. Non volevo dai. Dammi tutta roba per carità, che così mi costruisco queste due cose. Ah, soffro di vertigini. Hey!
Don't bump your woman.
Va bene. Uno vuole fare due chiacchiere. Dove sono finita? Oh, ciao.
Biba!
Nothing good in
New
store
associate. Give us a kiss!
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement.
Would you look at that,
Ooh.
friends?
Greetings.
You don't know me, but I know you.
I'm an employee. Quindi sai che sono un amico vostro.
On business here, and to check up on the local mine's profitability.
Vivaldi doing all right?
Full of beans. And as per the instructions given to each of the bank's agents, I hasten to inform you that you have unlimited credit.
Okay.
I could use a loan about now.
Sure thing. However, my means are limited. I can offer you the standard short-term loan for those working in high-risk professions.
Ma perché no, non voglio prestiti.
I'm sure Vivaldi wouldn't mind if I borrowed a bit more than that.
It's nearly all I've got on me, but I'll manage somehow.
Godspeed, Witcher.
Oh no.
Godspeed, Witcher.
Ho preso un prestito, io non volevo.
Greetings, White Wolf.
You associate with sorceresses.
Ma parla mentre russa? L'audio. L'audio. È sparito l'audio. Ah no, non è sparito l'audio, mi sono morte le cuffie. Bene. Mi sono morte le cuffie. Che bello è che sono state in carica tutta la notte, ma non è bastato. Cioè, con una notte di carica non si ricaricano completamente. Questa è chiusa. Mi fa strano, continua senza... Ci sono uscita da qua. E mi è ricambiato la missione. Volevo fare questo. Dobbiamo raccogliere informazioni sulle arpie.
Strangers, more strangers. Greetings.
No.
It's a waste of words.
No. Ciao bimbo. Dove sono? Che luogo è questo? So trovare polveri di diamante così in giro. Mi va benissimo, però cioè
Banners whirring, a throng of knights, swarms of retainers. Good gods.
Greetings. Greetings, colleague. I'm Urso, rat catcher. Traps of all sorts, for mice and for trolls, at a special discount for witches.
Certo. Mo funziona senza che premo. Va bene, allora 1, 2 e 3. Vai. Ho perso. Riparliamo, dai. Questo via e questo via. Che sfiga. Fa buttare soldi. Li rilancio tutti li rilancio, che schifo. Rimani dentro, mamma mia. Sì, perché se il dado esce fuori non conta. Oh, finalmente ho vinto. Allora, commerciamo. Cosa c'hai? Formula, bulbo fetido, fungo del diavolo, lampo, lucciola, mitraglia, nebbia rossa. Ninnolo. Non c'è niente che mi interessa. Ciao. Ciao. Salve, buon uomo. Mi sa dire qualcosa contro le arpie?
Greetings, Haggard.
Faccia smunta. Ma te sei vista, zia? Cioè, io non voglio essere maleducato, però... mi vedo in un porcaio e mi chiami e mi dice a me faccia smunta. La bambina non se la smette di inseguirmi, guarda mo che cosa gli faccio, Ok. Non penso che troverò qualcosa. Voglio questa statua in casa. È bellissima. Salve.
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Edern, Witcher?
Zio.
I have a few questions.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my dogs on you?
I think your Royal Highness has
tipo il
enough
fatto
foes
che t'ho salvato la vita?
in Vengerberg.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant monster slayer.
You might be surprised, Prince, but I have more political experience than I'd like.
The famous Geralt of Rivia, invited to the table by Calanth, Foltest's little favourite. I've heard you've even parleyed with the Emperor of Nilfgaard.
Come na?
Think I'm impressed?
Mua, metto proprio in camera da letto.
Eve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes, and the Emperor, as I heard it, he thought you insignificant.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Indeed. You should know that a king sometimes needs a hired thug to take care of dirtier deeds. If the thug is naive enough, instead of reaching into his purse, the king buys him with virtuous words, the flash of his rings, pledges of friendship. And when, having done his deed, the thug departs, swaggering proudly like a peacock, the king discreetly giggles. Truly, I never thought you could be so pitiful.
Ehi! Ehi! Ma porco! Mo tiro fuori l'arma,
Get out! Get out!
Che palle! Dai, mi serve... Mi serve il tuo sangue, maledizione! Niente, ha detto che sono patetico e quindi non mi parla. Perché mi sono fatta raggirare da Foltest, perché lui invece che pagarmi mi diceva soltanto tante belle parole. Esatto. Io volevo chiedere un po' di sangue reale. Questo perché io sono curiosa, perché se andavo diretta sulla missione principale non poteva negasse, invece no. Vediamo tutti i cosi. Vediamo tutte le conversazioni, magari esce qualcosa di importante. E sono tornata qui.
Eh? That's a witcher, not a human. One freak bigger than the next.
Vediamo di scendere, in qualche modo.
Hee-ho, 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 hee-ho.
Go bump your woman.
Sono tutti simpatici, come stanno a di...
You associate with sorceresses? Dwarf Witcher.
No, questo è un commerciante. Che è qua?
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls. So you'd better think twice before entering it.
Okay.
The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures. So anyone headed to the quarries or
La
walking through the
nebbia
gullies
che
should take
investe la
exceptional heed.
colga.
The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies. So says Saskia. So it is. Master Geralt of Rivia
cioè,
and Sorceress Philippa
è...
Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths.
La nebbia può dire
Open
la
the gates
peste?
and get to work.
My pensacles intrigue you?
Indeed. I'd like to see them up close.
Let's start with introductions then. I'm Felicia Corey, and you're Geralt of Rivia. Why the
Sappa
surprise
tutto lei.
face? I heard about you in school. Whether you like it or not, you're a hero of contemporary history. And of the love
Sì, la
stories we
porta
read
si
beneath
doveva
our
essere una
blankets.
battuta.
You studied at Aretusa?
Yes, though I'm still to finish my potion and fetish internship, which is why I'm here.
And you're doing it under Philippa Eilhart's watchful eye. Any way I can help you?
Help from a hero of our
Okay.
reading? Now that's drawing on sources for Ria.
Non t'ho capito.
I'd be grateful. The locals are reluctant to buy magic items, and I really need to pass.
Let's see what I can do.
Raga, posso cambiare la capigliatura a Geralt? Fermi tutti! Oh mio Dio! No, vabbè, raga! Perfetto! Ah beh, il dado è tornato dentro per... Allora, no. Anche se forse 4 l'avrei potuto pure tenere. Infatti. Ho persa. Eh no, invece ho vinto. Che culo. Allora, fammi vedere che cosa c'hai. Formula anatra. Ok. Ecco. So spenne tutti i sordi. Carina lingua di troll. Schifo. Patomorfologia. Che cos'è la patomorfologia? Ok. Pure questo. Riprendo gli oggetti di missione così. Quanta roba c'hai? Va bene così? Cataloga, non c'ho più un sordo.
Greetings.
You repair armor, right?
Right.
You work just for your elves?
Not just.
You don't say much, do you?
And they said you're grumpy.
Poi giochiamo ai dati. Allora, questo è 4. Allora, mi privo del 4, tengo il 5 e il 6 e tolgo questi due. Rimanete dentro. Niente, il 2 ci è dovuto rimanere. Infatti ho perso, grazie. Dai che devo vincerla. Ho 2, 5. No, ho 3, 5, quindi mi privo dell'1 e del 2. Si è arreso. Va bene. Così noioso sono quando gioco. Crea un oggetto per me, non c'ho un cappio di niente. Allora, mi crea il tessuto robusto. Quanti tessuti robusti mi servono? 14 più 2, 16. La vedo lunga assai. Ok. Dov'è quello del cuoio borchiato? Ok, mi manca l'olio. Dovrei tornare alla bettola per recuperare roba.
Another traveler.
From Temeria.
Had it at the tip of my tongue.
Certo.
So, what brings you to Bergen?
Business. A witcher.
What do witches do anyway?
We solve problems.
Ok.
I have a problem with
Non quel genere di problemi,
You
zia.
find his entrails strewn on the porch and his head a few paces away? Because those are the kind of problems I solve.
Cetriolo, formaggio, mela. Oh, ci fosse una cosa in buone condizioni, tutta roba che non mi ispira molto a comprarla.
What's the rush?
No.
Oh, Witcher. So, I was in Flotsam when the massacre started. Just
Thanks.
Anche loro mi hanno regalato qualcosa, ma non si sa cosa. Tu a me tu non mi parli. L'amico tu mi parla, tu no. Va bene. Poi aspetta.
Hello.
Allora, vediamo un attimo l'inventario. tutta roba che posso vendere questa. Direi di sì. Allora, gli stivali che c'ho fanno schifo. Meglio questi. Letto. Allora, aspetta. Arriviamo alla fine e dalla fine leggiamo verso su. Così siamo sicuri di aver letto tutto. Che se funziona come l'altro gioco, anche se ce l'hai non li leggi, è inutile. Ok. Ok, questa roba basta tenerla e basta. Oh. Usa le trappole per arpie. Ok, adesso me le fa. Mi dice di usarle, va benissimo. Dove? Mappa. Tenendo conto che non posso uscire da qua. E quanto indietro? Una via di mezzo? Quindi è inutile che affronto gli altri. Ok. Allora, andiamo a fare questa e poi... No. Ok, quindi devo scendere, tenere la sinistra, tenere poi la destra, destra, ok. Allora. Teniamo qui la sinistra, qui teniamo la destra, non scendiamo, non saliamo. Quasi quasi gli vendo a questa tutte le mie cianfrusaglie. Inutile tenere tutto sto peso, no? Sono liberata un po' il peso. Continuiamo qui. Sì. Alla porta a destra. Sali, sali. Continua per la V. Continua per la V. Qui a destra. E oh. Cerca Zoltan nella locanda. Quindi devo andare comunque in locanda. No, sono qua. Dov'è la locanda? Questa porta rossa, la locanda? O è sotto la locanda e io sono scema? Facile, eh? Sì, dove sta la locanda? Mi mette qua sopra la missione, ma in realtà è qua sotto. Devo scendere. Eccola qui l'entrata. Cioè invece salve. Ok, dimmi.
What's going on?
I'm Elias of Yorveth's commando. I have an urgent
Dimmi, però non mi guarda con quegli occhi.
Men from Bergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses, so it doesn't seem to be desertion.
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
Ok.
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burned village near the ravine that leads to the town.
Okay.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
È bello, mentre fa la domanda si gratta il culo, no? Proprio...
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well. We're losing good men.
I'll see what I can do.
Ok. Allora scendiamo.
Let me tell you about the woman who
Beh, visto che stiamo qui, a questo punto...
Rest.
Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Ok, intanto. Poi allora cerchiamo qui quella pelle. Com'era tessuto? No, la pelle di... Questo è il tessuto di Kiran. Mi serve la pelle. L'ho venduta, sono una cogliona! Pago quanto? 5 più 8 13. No, vabbè. Piango male. Quindi questi se non può essere venduto, però alcune cose me le hai fatte depositare.
Let me tell you.
How can I help?
I'd like to
So,
capita, certo. Figurati. Ho venduto due cose in croce, vuoi mettere che vendo l'unica che mi serve? E dai. No! Un dado se n'è andato, ho deciso di rimbalzare male. Ho perso sì, ma manca un dado.
I won.
I want.
How can I?
I'd like to.
So.
Ah, è troppo ordinato questo taglio, mi sa che glielo ricambio. Così invece non ha girato niente.
I won.
I'll want a rematch.
How can I?
I'd like to.
So.
Ce la posso fare io. Rimanete dentro. Disse la moglie. Niente, non riesco a vincere. Sono diventata povera a furia di... Niente, un dato se n'è andato. Lascia perdere, va. Che poi tu non puoi controllare il lancio. Cioè, basta un niente per andare oltre. Non è che c'hai una barra, qualcosa per... Cioè tu puoi anche tirare piano. Se quel dato decide di rimbalzare a cazzo di cane sopra un altro dato e va oltre, è andato oltre, non lo recuperi più. L'avversario si è arreso, ho vinto, va benissimo, mi basta quello.
I'll take my coin, please.
You're too good for me. Try the head man, Cecil Burden.
Su 5 partite ne ho vinta una perché lui ha detto basta. Sei troppo bravo per me.
How can I help you?
Non è che tu per caso c'hai... Mazza che schifo di roba che vendete. Ah no, con lui ci devo parlare anche per...
As clearly as I see you. Amazing. I look into the sky. But wait.
Ho beccato l'ubriacone.
Drink for such a story.
Well, you shut it already. We could all recite this bullshit now.
I'm a client and I'll say what I want. Pour me some Mahakaman mead and no cheating. This noble wayfarer will pay.
Dai. Ti do tutti.
I'll pay, but if you bore me, I'll shove this meat up your ass.
It's such a fine liquor. And my ass has no taste. You won't regret it.
Speak.
Last week I was passing by the gullies. I like to take a hike from...
Sì, vabbè.
Get to the...
Guarda il barista!
So I'm walking and suddenly there's a flash.
Il barista ha fatto una... Guarda che faccia che fa!
But nearly a cloud in the sky.
You hit the ground with your arse so hard you saw a flash. You were that drunk.
Then I saw people lying in a gully as if they'd fallen from the sky. A man and a woman. The woman was so beautiful, I wished she'd fallen down on me.
Uh-huh.
What did the woman look like?
A redhead, wearing a vest and high shoes, with pert tits and a round arse. Just waiting to be grabbed.
Sì, vabbè.
Oh. Sounds just like your old lady.
Shut your mouth.
What happened then?
Well, the woman was hurting, couldn't get up. The man clearly disliked her, because he didn't help her. He just stood there, menacing and talking, and then he left.
Okay.
And the redhead stayed.
Noticed her tits, but didn't even try to help her, you sod.
I was about to do exactly that when a troll came out of the gully. Ugly as shit after blueberries.
Brutto come la merda dopo i miei figli. Adesso sono curioso di vedere una merda.
First he sniffed her, so I thought he'd eat her. But he didn't. He threw her over his shoulder like a sack and returned to the gullies.
Is that all?
Yes. Didn't waste your money, as you'll agree.
Io dovrei parlare con l'oste.
I'm looking for places steeped in magic. You remember any stories of sorcerers or magical places in the area?
Not counting the fire-spitting bitch from 3 years ago. Well, a sorcerer once lived in the wood beyond there. You could look there. Maybe something's left. You might also speak to Cecil. Nobody knows Vergen's history as well as our old.
Va bene. No, vabbè, sto taglio non c'entra assolutamente niente con lui.
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement.
Turns out it was just my wife getting cold.
Ah, no. Prima di chiudere gli vado a ricambiare il taglio dei capelli. No, 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 non ce la faccio a vederlo così, Geralt. Troppo ordinato, troppo... Sembra un damerino. Ci sono vicini su cui sta bene l'ordinato e altri a cui proprio no. Buttiamo i soldi, va? Oh no. Ma che è? No, no. Allora, abbiamo fatto... Vediamo quest'altra, buttiamo i soldi, tanto... ancora no. Ancora no. Ah, ok. È come li tiene prima, però invece di avere la coda e basta, c'ha una treccina. Ma... Gli sto da tanti di quei soldi. Infatti non cambia niente. È come ce l'aveva prima. Ok. Siamo tornati come stavamo prima. Va bene signori, facciamo una bella cosa. È tardi, io vi do la buonanotte. Ci vediamo domani. Ciao.